solar photovoltaic cell. It is also well known in short as PV cell. Photovoltaic is a combination of two words, photo and voltaic. Photo means light, voltaic means production of electricity. Thus, solar photovoltaic cells produce electricity out of sunlight. In this video, we are going to discuss about the following topics related to our solar photovoltaic cell. Requirements for designing a solar cell, construction of solar cell, its working, factors affecting performance of solar cell, advantages, limitations of solar cell applications, open circuit output voltage characteristics, efficiency of a solar cell. As we have earlier discussed about the photovoltaic cell is an electronic component when placed in light generates electricity. This conversion of light into electricity is called as photovoltaic effect. It was first discovered by French physicist Edmond Becquerel in the year 1839. But the first application of photovoltaic cells was found in 19th century in satellite technology. Requirements of solar technology cells. In order to convert light into electricity, the photons have to be absorbed by the material and produce electrons which are excited to higher energy levels. The electron hole charge carriers, thus formed by the absorption, must be physically separated and moved to the either ends of the cell. The charge carriers that are moved must be delivered to the load before they lose their potential. And these operations can be done by using a semiconductor in which electron hole pairs are created by incidenting solar radiation. A region having a drift field for charge separation. A charge that is collected by front and back of electrodes. A large area of junction should be located very near to the surface of the device. This can be obtained by constructing a planar junction by diffusion or ion implantation. This surface is to be coated with appropriate material to reduce reflection, thus decreasing surface recombination process. To attain photovoltage, the semiconducting material should be heavily doped as per the requirement, but not too heavy. The resistance of the device must be maintained to be very small so that the power losses due to ohmic losses can be minimized. And the contacts must be designed as per the size of the solar cell. Construction of a solar cell. Solar cell in crude can be explained by PN junction diode working. Our solar cell, in other words, is nothing but a PN junction diode with doped semiconductor. The top layer is doped with p-type material and the bottom layer is doped with n-type material in such a way that whenever the light is incident on the material, minority carriers could easily flow across the junction. This p-type material is provided with nickel plated outer ring that serves as the positive terminal, and the surface area is designed in such a way that maximum sun radiation that is incident could be used for production of these minority electron and hole carriers, both in p-type and n-type respectively. The n-type material in the bottom acts as the negative terminal, and this figure shows us both the construction part of solar cell and the symbol that represents the solar cell. When a light energy collides with the valency electrons in p-type material or n-type material, it gives sufficient energy for the electron to leave its atom. Thus, electrons and holes that are generated on either side of the junction result in production of voltage with no applied bias. In this way, the depletion region potential causes the photocurrent to flow through the external load. Open circuit output voltage characteristics. The main parameters of a solar cell are the forward voltage at zero current and the reverse current at zero bias. Both these voltage and current can be attained by photo-generated electrons. In order to determine the maximum power, we first calculate open circuit voltage. For this, the short circuit conditions are attained by making resistance 0 and voltage 0. Then the resultant load current across the junction is called as short circuit current. The open circuit conditions are obtained by making resistance very large, that is R tends to infinity, and the net current is 0. In this situation, the voltage produced is called as open circuit voltage, as is shown in this block diagram. When the sunlight incident on PN junction, electron hole pairs are generated in the depletion region. The newly generated pairs are collected on either ends of the depletion width under the influence of high electric field. This gives rise to open circuit voltage. When we draw a graph relating open circuit voltage or output voltage of an open circuit to that of the light intensity incident on the solar cell, the graph comes to be a straight line where there is no production of voltage until the voltage has reached to 0.2 volts. After that, we can observe that the growth in the voltage produced due to the solar radiation is linearly proportional to that of the light intensity incident on the solar cell. Output current characteristics of a given solar cell can be analyzed using this graph, in which the output current of a solar cell increases in light intensity, increases with increase in light intensity. As the current produced is very small, its value will be in terms of microamperes. This current also depends on the efficiency of the cell and active area of the cell. Efficiency of a solar cell can be calculated by using the following formulas. We already know that power is given by P is equal to voltage into current. If voltage is kept as V and current in a given semiconductor is given by I naught exponential V by Vt minus V I naught minus Vi. The maximum power obtained can be written mathematically by differentiating the above formula and equating the differentiation to 0. That is, if we differentiate the above equation with respect to V, the equation turns out to be I naught exponential of V by Vt plus V into exponential of V by Vt into 1 by Vt. That is terminal voltage minus I naught minus I1 is equal to 0. Sending I naught minus I1 to the other side of the equation, thus the corresponding current obtained at maximum power can be written as Im is equal to I naught into exponential of Vm by Vt minus I naught plus I1. The maximum power at V is given by Vm. Substituting Vm for V in the above equation, the equation for maximum current turns out to be Im is equal to I naught into exponential of Vm by Vt minus of I naught plus I1. The maximum power that is obtained is given by Pm is equal to Im into Vm, where Im is simplified to I naught plus IL into minus Vm divided by Vm plus Vt. The efficiency of solar cell can be given by eta is equal to Vm by input power, that is equal to I naught plus IL into Vm square by Vm plus Vt into 1 by input power, where input power or Pin is equal to incident power of sun onto the solar cell. The value of incident power is nearly equal to 1.35 kilowatt per meter square on a normal sunny day. The efficiency of a solar cell designed out of silicon lies between 10% to 15%. And the reason for such a low efficiency is the loss of light due to reflection and shadow on the metal contact in the structure. The generation of electron hole pairs becomes less due to recombination taking place on the surface. The unused portion of the solar spectrum, whose energy is given by h nu, will be less than the energy gap of a semiconductor that is used for the design of a solar cell, and the excess energy incident on solar radiation, whose energy h nu is greater than Eg, is also not used, thus which is converted into heat energy heating the solar cell. As a result, the efficiency of a solar cell falls down to 10 to 15%, as most of the radiation falls below the energy gap or above the energy gap. There is another physical term called as fill factor. which is used to estimate the efficiency of a solar cell. If the fill factor ranges from 0.5 to 0.82, that represents that it can be of higher efficiency. Apart from this, we have certain applications of solar cells. Solar cells are portable, doesn't require any maintenance. Multiple unit silicon solar cells can be used for sensing light in applications like reading punched data in data processing industries. Gold doped germanium solar cells can act as photovoltaic devices in IR region of the spectrum. As we know, solar energy is abundantly available in nature, though the efficiency of solar cells is very low. Since the present solar energy, which is very abundant, can however give us a substitution for conventional energy sources. When used extensively, the cost may also come down. Hence, solar cells are no doubt the future source of energy for the world.